time, I know, and unfortunately life's got in the way, and it really shouldn't have. As you can see, I've got a bit of a suntan. I've been on holiday and come back and thought, bloody hell, I haven't been doing my YouTube videos. And like I say, it's been too busy and it's ridiculous. So I'm back on. I shall be doing something every week, hopefully, all being well. So today I've gone for a traditional Italian classic sauce called Bolognese, or Ragu, or Sugo. I can't say it's authentic, because what is authentic? Authentic is different to every single chef, because every single chef may have their classic recipe, but it doesn't mean it's authentic, because they may add various herbs, they may add different types of meat, they may add, I don't know, something of their own blend, own ingredients, etc. So I'm doing a classic Italian sauce, and I'm using Michael Pollan's cooked book, which actually is all about why and how you cook, and it's about using water. So you can see I've adapted it a little bit. It's about using, let me just check, fire, water, just going a bit quick, air and earth, and various recipes in here using that, but it's brilliant. So I'll write down the ingredients on the start of the video when I've done it. So in here we've already got pork, 500 grams of pork that has been pan fried in a little bit of olive oil and browned, and now I'm just going to do the beef. The olive oil is already on, so it's just basically to coat the bottom of the pan. I want to turn that up a little bit. And basically you don't want it to steam, you just want it to fry off. And as you're cooking it, you want to break it down. The more colour that you actually get on the mince, the more flavour. More colour, more flavour. Well, that was actually one of Gordon's saying, so big up Gordon Ramsay. When I watch the YouTube videos, I watch him and that's what he says. More colour, more flavour. There we go. So we're going to brown that off. We're doing it in two sections so that, like I say, it doesn't steam, it actually pan fries. We'll just let that get on with doing that. And then the basic sauce for a classic sauce, a bolognese sauce or ragu, is finely diced red onions, finely diced celery and finely diced carrots. And in this recipe it looks as though there's quite a lot of olive oil in there, so we've got a couple of tablespoons, but that's the recipe. I follow it and I find it really good. So while this is just browning, I'm just going to pop all of this in here. This recipe takes quite some time, actually a good couple of hours to make the sauce perfect. So to start off with, pop all of that in on a low heat. There's a dog having a little sneeze. Mix it together, and this is gently going to simmer for around about half an hour. I want it to get to like it's nice and soft and slightly browned. So we basically leave that nice and low. Back to the beef. Quite ready. Cooking nicely. I've got a new assistant today. I've actually got my son, he hasn't done it before. So let's hope it's a good one. Right, spices they use in this, or Michael Pollan recommends, is bay leaves. So I've got 2 bay leaves there. These are fresh ones. I've actually got a bay leaf tree now. My husband bought it me for my birthday. So 2 fresh bay leaves. We use some orange rind, some lemon rind, salt that we put in towards the end, and this little combination. I just have to recap what I've got in there. So I've got a cinnamon stick, I've got ground nutmeg, freshly grated nutmeg, sorry, allspice, I've got cloves, black peppercorns and juniper berries, and it says to tie it together in a muslin, but obviously a clean dishcloth will do. I have actually got the string, the cooking string, so that will go in the sauce. So really just to tie it. As you can see, I was never a Girl Guide. Not very good at this. Actually, Marcus, you're probably better than me. Oh, there we go. There we go. Improvise. No muslin cloth. Dishcloth. That'll do. That'll do nicely, donkey. That'll do nicely. And that will go in the sauce when I make the sauce in the end. Ooh. Okay. We've also got a little bit of tomato paste, not a lot. We've got some beef stock. We've got some milk. This will be in the sauce. And we have a little bit of Saint-Emilion Grand Cru red wine. I'm going to use about half the bottle. And somebody might say, whoa, that's a nice red wine. But the quality of the ingredients make the quality of the sauce. So half of that's going to go in the sauce, and half of that might be accompanied with the dinner later on. There we go. Back to the beef. And when you're looking at this, I was thinking, oh, it's a classic meat sauce. It's not the Bolognese that I know that I make at home with garlic, with tinned tomatoes, but that isn't a traditional stroke classic Italian recipe. There's 20 regions in Italy, and each of them probably have their own. So as I said, can't say it's authentic because they probably all have their own recipes. But these ingredients work really well. Make a beautiful ragu, sugo, or Bolognese sauce. So you can hear that's sizzling a little bit. It's going to be getting a little bit of colour on it. And then I will do the other half in the same way. This, in the recipe, is called sofrito, which is obviously the diced celery, carrots and red onions. So we'll let that cook. I'll just finish this so that you can see how to finish this, what sort of consistency I go for. And yes, on the side there you'll see the milk. Mary Berry kicked up quite a storm recently by adding cream, but cream just makes it a little bit richer. It is part of the classic sauce, so you've got to try it, guys. And if you don't like it, you can let me know, but I think you'll find it's pretty special. What you need to do is make a big batch and then give it to your friends, family, anybody else who wants to try it. Marcus, do you like Bolognese?
Yeah, I love Bolognese.
Yeah, so he loves it. And I would serve this with tagliatelle, a thicker pasta, the tagliatelle really al dente, a little bit of butter and a bit of parmesan on top. So I'll show you that at the end. So that's the first lot of beef ready, and I'll cook the next lot in a minute. So I've been out for a dog walk, which was quite nice, 45 minutes, so 45 minutes later, oh, he's in here. Can't pinch the cat food. No, you've had your dinner. He's like, oh God. No cat food for Herbie Hyam? No. So, anyhow, quickly. So we've got this all nicely reduced down, the carrot, the red onion and the celery. And I know it looks like a lot of olive oil, but that's the recipe, and actually once at the end you don't actually see all of that. So now we're going to put in the Saint-Emilion Grand Cru red wine, about 350ml, which is probably about half this bottle. There we go, that other half will do me nicely. And like I say, oh, dogs and cats. No! Out! Out! Come on! Out! I'll have to pick those up for a minute. So, like I say, the quality of the wine makes the sauce even better than if you use a cheap one. So that needs to reduce down a minute, just boil off the alcohol, so it's on high temperature. Boil that off for about 5-10 minutes, and then what we'll do is we'll add the beef and the pork mince that has been browned off, which I showed you earlier. We'll add the tomato paste, tomato paste, which is 2 tablespoons, the 2 fresh basil leaves, what are these called, Marcus? They're not basil. Bay leaf. Yeah. Bay leaf. A bit of parmesan rind, the lemon rind and the orange rind, and some salt. Then I've got the stock, my herbs, and I need to get some milk. And that's just normal full fat milk. Let's put the cook on that. While that's just reducing for a few minutes, come over to this. That's it's going to be a chicken consomme. So I've just roasted it with a little bit of garlic, some carrots, onions, and again some bay leaves and some celery. But that will be quite nice when that's in a nice consomme. Right, so let's have the beef and the pork. All the ingredients will be up on the beginning of this YouTube recipe, so you'll be able to see it. Try not to chuck it everywhere. The smells are really good. Oh, that's probably a little bit. I think Herbie thinks I'm cooking for him. Smells good, doesn't it, Marcus?
Yeah, that smells fresh.
And there we go. In with the tomato puree, bay leaves, parmesan, lemon rind, orange rind, salt. You can obviously add more seasoning when you're ready, but that's about a teaspoon. And look, that's the local sea salt from Tenerife. That's where I went on holiday, so I have to go into the local supermercado and buy a few bits and pieces. It's quite nice actually. Then we're going to add, I've got 500ml stock here, beef stock. I'm not going to add it all because this is going to cook for 2 hours, so I'm going to save a little bit, and then as it's reducing I'll add some more. And now we're going to add about 200ml of milk. The meat should just be covered. Such good smells. Smell red wine. Okay. And just a little bit more milk. It'll be in the recipe, so it's 500ml of milk, 500ml of stock, but use about 300ml first. And now in goes my makeshift herbs. Got those under. And that's it. That is now going to go on a low simmer for about 2 hours, and obviously when it's done I'll show you. But after about every half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, have a look at it, check if you need to add a little bit more stock, a bit more milk, just to keep it moist. Don't drown the sauce, just keep it moist. Marcus is making me laugh. And then I said I'd usually serve it with tagliatelle, but I found this in Carluccio's shop. My accents are really rubbish, so I do apologise. It's pasta di Gragnano. Nanotex. Nanny. But what I like is that they're like little shells, so when you put the sauce in, the sauce is all going to go in the shell, and there's some fresh parmesan on top, black pepper, delicious. And with a glass of Chantemillon, perfect. So I'll be back to you after a couple of hours. So it's Friday night, and obviously I was telling you about my spaghetti bolognese, my Sugo, my Ragu, and it cooked last night for 3 hours, and this is the finished dish. As you can see, you can't tell it's mince and pork, the combination. There's great aromas coming off there, isn't there?
Yeah, it smells lovely.
So I've got Chloe filming now. I said I'd put it on tagliatelle, which you can mix together, or I'm just going to pop it on these pasta shells, which is just buttered pasta, and pop the sauce on top. You could actually fill them and then put a bechamel sauce on top of that and then bake them, but that's how I'm having it. We're going to have some fresh parmesan, freshly grated parmesan. I like fresh parsley. Again, it's all down to your own personal taste. Fresh parsley. Then black pepper, which this is cool. My daughter bought me this one, Morphy Richards. The black pepper and the taste test. It does seem like it takes a long time, and it does, I'm not going to lie, but good things come to those who wait. Okay. That is so good. So different to a normal, what the English think is spaghetti bolognese. That's a classic, a traditional, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go and demolish that. But before I do, because it's nice, because I've got suntan, I'll show you my foodie tattoo. My love goes to my food. I can't show you. Wine bottle, cupcake, cheese, prawns, aubergines, garlic, kiwi, everything. As you can see, I am a proper food lover. I've been trained as a chef, worked in restaurants for a little bit, and cooked for the last 30 years. So I'm hoping you enjoy my recipes, and I'm hoping you enjoy and follow me. Until next time, see you soon. I now have finished my tea, and I'm ready to take Herbie Hyam. Do you want to go out? Do you want to go walkies with Nanny? Do you want to go walkies with your Nanny bear? Oh! I'm going to take him walkies. I'll see you soon.